You know, I kept thinking to myself, who's going to come out of the NFC East this year? And I feel like the Cowboys have a lot of questions that need to be answered, especially when it concerns their future at the quarterback position, their head coach on the hot seat, and so many other contributing factors. For me, I don't think the Cowboys will win the NFC East this year. Then I got me thinking about the Eagles, and I just said, the Eagles ended the season very, very poorly, and I could see that bleeding over into the season, perhaps even costing them. I understand they got stronger at the running back position, added a guy in Saquon Barkley. That name value, the name shock is riveting in itself. But there's a team we're not talking about. It's not the Giants. I don't believe that much in the Giants. They have a lot they need to sort out from the quarterback spot. And I don't think Drew Lock or Danny Jones is the answer. But what about the Commanders? Why aren't we talking more about the Washington Commanders? I love a lot of the moves that they made this year, whether it be the drafting of a guy like Jerzon Newton, right? You draft a guy like Jaden Daniels. I love their running back room: Austin Eckler, Brian Robinson Jr., Chris Rodriguez. These are guys that have done it. Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Deami Brown. Like, that is a team. Zach Ertz, Benson. Like, no one's really saying it, but the Commanders are low-key stacked. The Commanders are low-key stacked. They have a good veteran backup to back up a guy in Jaden Daniels in Marcus Mariota. To me, when I look at this Washington Commanders team, I see playoff potential. And in a division that is always faced in turmoil, man, this could be a prime spot for them to step up. You might look at it and say, well, Malik, their defensive line. Well, I like some of the moves on their defensive line. I like Dorrance Armstrong. I'm very high on the guy. I think he has huge pass rushing upside. I love Deron Payne, love Jerzon Newton, love Jonathan Allen, love Mathis. When I look at them, I don't see a lot of holes on their football team. The only thing I say to them is they lack experience. They lack experience. But I expect that this team, right, with some of the additions, veteran additions that they've added to this team, guys like Bobby Wagner. I love Jamin Davis, right? I love these moves that they made because to me, this signifies that, hey, we're not just interested in winning a couple of games. We're interested in doing it all. We're interested in competing for our division. I love the addition of Dan Quinn. We saw what Dan Quinn was able to do for that Cowboys defense. What is he going to be able to do with the Commanders defense? For all those reasons, and it may not make sense right now, but they will in due time, I've got the Washington Commanders to win the NFC East.